It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showcase of shutdown defenses. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Black Knights coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Come on, you serious, dog?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And it's a fumble. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
We gonna shut y'all.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback once you take off with that football.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide.
These are his numbers from last week. 94 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1. And they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And Pascal's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Here's Carter now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
All day, baby, let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble. And
you nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. To Chenault on the slant. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Flushed out right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That time, a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball...
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Throws this one right side to Pascal. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, they weren't quite a successful throw.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's still barreling through. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Black Knights have retaken the lead. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Ryan Tannehill, 2 touchdown passes thus far. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Let's go, baby.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Etienne. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 11. 2:23 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here trying to preserve the lead. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw it. Finding Kelsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes will throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.